If you want to be snatched, if you want to be plumped in all of the right places, if you want to be sculpted by the gym gods, you need this outfit. Okay, please someone tell me this is a joke. Hello, reporting live. Wow, I need to take a breath. Okay, today's YouTube Alphalete try on haul and review is looking a little bit different, obviously, as you can tell, because I'm quite literally reporting live from Alphaland. I'm in their VIP studio. I'm freaking out. This is just so cool and everything and more. It's crazy that all of this started from like 19-year-old me making a little YouTube haul video in my childhood home to now fast forward however many years I'm here actually at Alphaland in a VIP studio filming with the whole setup. Like, what? I'm freaking out. I say it over and over again, but I'm so grateful to be on this team and I love literally every minute of it. So today, like I said, of course, we're doing a try-on haul and review of Drop 3 that's launching June 28th. This one is honestly really special because we have a brand new collection launching, items that you've never ever seen before, completely new styles, completely just new designs, everything. And it is called the Pump Collection. Of course, we're gonna unpack all the details, but I do just have to give you a spoiler alert. I honestly think the Pump items are giving Amplify a run for their money, which is saying a lot, okay? I honestly think this is their biggest new drop since Amplify, which is nuts. Because y'all know that that's my tried and true and like nothing's ever been able to beat Amplify, so we'll get into it. And as always, you guys can use code LIFTIT to save 10% off of your order and everything you're seeing in today's video. So let's get into it. We're starting off strong because this outfit is called Acai Berry, which if you know me, you know I'm obsessed with acai. I love acai bowls, so when I saw this color, I was like, obviously, I need to get it, okay? But these are two brand new items we've never seen before. These are both from the Pump collection, okay? So I'm gonna start with the bra, but just know we're gonna come back to the shorts, of course, okay? So this is the Sandy bra. It has a beautiful, like, I feel like this is really new for them. I think this is so flattering. I love the ruching. I love me a V neckline. We have a little subtle branding here and like a silicone branding. And then the back is very, very plain. It's just straight across. The straps are adjustable, which I always appreciate. And the straps even have a hook here so that you can cross the straps on opposite sides if you'd rather. This Pump material, it's definitely like thicker than Amplify. It's not, Amplify I always kind of want to describe it as like a pantyhose kind of material or like tights almost in a way. This is definitely a little bit thicker. It's a little bit stiffer, but you can tell by the name Pump, it's meant to kind of like plump you up. So I think it's supposed to be a stiffer fabric to kind of accentuate things. The most important thing with this bra that I need to hammer home to you guys is that it is actually coming in a whole size smaller. So if you normally are a choose small all the time, get a medium when you order this, because again, all of the Sandy bras are coming in one size smaller. So I'm actually wearing a large right now. I'm usually between a small and a medium for bras. I was gonna go up to a medium just so it's like not digging into me anywhere. And then again, since I wanna get a medium, I'm going up to a large. So that's like a huge thing I want to announce because sizing is definitely a bit messed up on this. So whatever size you normally get, size up one full size. But I just love this color. It's like this beautiful bright purple. I think it's so fun and a little bit different. And as always, there are removable pads. I would definitely say this is more of a low impact bra. I wouldn't find myself really, like I could run in it, I probably wouldn't. I would definitely say it's more for like low impact lifting, Pilates, yoga, that sort of situation. So for the Sandy bra, this comes in Acai Berry, black, emerald green, which is a very much so true emerald green, Palace blue, which is like a bright royal blue, Sahara, which is like this beigey sandy color, Ultraviolet, which is this beautiful lilac-y neon purple that I'm obsessed with, and white. Next, we need to move into the highlight of this drop. Okay, these are the Pump shorts. And let me just, when I put these on, I was like, oh, they weren't kidding. These are meant to lift your booty, and that's exactly what they do, okay? There's a 2-tiered compression system underneath your glute to literally lift it, and that's, trust me, like I'm just, it's doing it, okay? I put these on and I like literally my jaw dropped and I was like, wow, like they weren't kidding. So it gets tighter like right under your glute to snatch it and then really emphasize kind of it coming in here and like really lifting and perking your butt, and it's magic work, okay? This is also a 3-tiered waistband, I believe similar to Amplify Amplify, how it gets progressively tighter as you come up. It looks just like the Amplify waistband, honestly. Like you can see this tier, the second tier, and the third tier, so that way it snatches you when it gets to the smallest point of your waist. And of course, since these are designed to make your glutes look the best they ever have, there is a little subtle glute scrunch in the back just to add some separation. Alphalete has mastered the glute scrunch years ago, and like truly no one does it better than them, so it's so good. These also have a 5-inch inseam. That's my favorite length. I don't like when they're too short and I feel like I'm hanging out of them, but I don't want them like necessarily to be biker length. So I find the 5-inch inseam to be absolutely perfect. Again, this is a more compressive fabric, so this does feel stiffer. I feel more sculpted than Amplify. Like Amplify is almost, again, kind of what I'm saying, like tights, pantyhose situation. This is adding, like I'm feeling like I'm wearing shapewear or like something to sculpt my body out in the best way. So this does have a little bit of a firmer, stiffer fabric and a little bit thicker for sure. Other big thing to note is that the leg portion, I would say definitely is tighter than like Amplify, for example. I don't necessarily want to say tighter. I think it's just a stiffer fabric, like I'm saying. So there's a little less give here. So with that being said, if you are someone with big thighs, I would recommend sizing up. I just would imagine it's more comfortable. When I first put these on, I was surprised with how tight they felt. It wasn't uncomfortable by any means. I still think like the small still feels great. I would always stick with the small, but that's just something to note that could be restrictive for people depending on your body type to look out for. But in terms of like the waist and everything, this feels totally fine, feels just like normal. It feels a little bit, honestly, the compression of the waist feels like in between of Amplify and the Revive. It's like not as loose as the Revive, but it's not necessarily as tight as the Amplify. It's kind of like honestly perfectly right in the middle. I feel held in without feeling like suffocated. So I love these. I honestly think they crushed it, and I'm really excited for them to keep these like in the rotation. I think this is going to be a new crowd favorite, and if you're looking for a pair of shorts to feel your absolute best and most confident in this summer, I would definitely recommend giving these a try. We have the Acai Berry Black Emerald Green Espresso, which is like this beautiful brown that I have to show you, Palace Blue, Sahara, Ultraviolet, and White. I just don't know how Alphalete crushes it every single time. Look at this. Okay, listen, if you know me, I'm a colors girly, okay? I'm not really into the neutrals. Like, I'll do it, but like if there's a choice between neutrals or colors, like I'm going with colors pretty much every time. I love this, like, and especially beiges. Like, I'm not a beige girl at all, but this, I love it. Like, I think this shirt is so cute. This is the color Sahara. Like, I'm all over this. I think it's so cute, and I don't have anything like this, and I just am obsessed with it. Anyways, getting ahead of myself, let's start with the leggings just because I just left off on the pump short. This is the pump legging, okay? Basically, everything stands the same thing as the pump short, but of course, it's in a legging form, novel concept. We have the little new Alphalete logo here in silicone on the left hip. No front seam, of course. We have the 3-tiered waistband system, so it gets progressively tighter as we go up towards the small of our waist. I will say this rise like feels better. Like it seems to hit me right at the small of my waist, even though I know they're both supposed to be mid-rise. I'm realizing I didn't even roll this over. So this is coming up right more so like as a true mid-rise. The shorts definitely seem to come up a little bit more, but maybe that's just because of the way I was hiking them up. That also could be it. And then same thing goes for the back. Oh my gosh. So we have the hidden glute scrunch. We have all of the contouring going on. We have the 2-tiered compression lifting system under the glutes. I will say when you put these on, you kind of have to like really position them into place in order for them to look good. So like I was really pulling them up like this. Like you really want to make sure it's actually hugging underneath your glutes so that everything is in the right place. So that's just something to note. But like these things are magic. Like they were talking up a big game and I was like, okay, yeah, like nothing's beat Alphalete for me since 2018. So like we'll see. And I'm like, these are pretty dang good. Like, are you kidding me? I also feel like I have legging dysmorphia where I feel like when I'm wearing leggings, I feel like I have no glutes anymore. But these are solving the issue. Like that is a lift. It's making my booty look like a capital P. And we're here for it. Length on these is great. I'm wearing tall socks right now, but it's coming to right above my ankle. I'm 5'6.5". Yeah, these are just gonna be a new favorite. Again, this is a thicker material. These are gold. And then also for sizing on the leggings, I also, again, am wearing a small. I would stick true to size for sure. Again, I think if you have bigger thighs, you can consider sizing up again. There's just not like, they're stretch for sure, but they're a very high compression legging. Like you can kind of tell how much I can pull it. So if you want a little bit more wiggle room in the legs, I would again consider sizing up. But if not, I would definitely say you're pretty solid solid to stick, true to size. The inseam on this is 25 inches, and then for the colorways, we have acai berry, black, emerald green, espresso, palace blue, Sahara, and that's it. So basically all the same colors in the pump short, I believe, except for white. Next, we have another baby tee, which I really am a baby tee stan. I just love them. They're so comfortable and easy to chuck on, and I'm obsessed with this graphic. Like, look at how cute this is. I love it. This is 94% cotton and 6% spandex, so it's honestly very, very stretchy. Usually in things that are like capped around my back and shoulders, because I'm so wide in that area, I'm almost always sizing up to a medium. But with the baby tees, I stick to a small because there's so much stretch here. So I definitely would recommend, if you want a tighter, more like slimmer fit, I would size down. If not, just stick true to size. I have tried the medium before, and I would have some gaping like back here around the neck area and kind of around the sleeves and whatnot. So I find that the small fits me much better. This is just so cute. There's so much stretch. I'm just obsessed with it. I love this color. I love the black varsity lettering, and I think this looks so cute with the leggings. So this comes in black, emerald green, which also is so sick, and then Sahara and white. I literally want one in every color. They're so cute. Like, this is such a fun outfit. In terms of performance, honestly, with the pump bottoms, I feel like you can do anything. I honestly feel like I would run in them. Like, they're so compressive that they don't move. So I honestly would say you could do anything in these: functional, hit, running, weight training, any of that stuff. In terms of the baby tee, of course, also kind of can do whatever. For me, it's more so like a chuck on situation, like to and from the gym, when I just also want some more coverage and whatnot, but I would pretty much wear this for any form of activity. Like, guys, are you kidding me? It's getting better and better, honestly. Okay, this is the shape jacket with the pump, like, if you want to be snatched, if you want to be plumped in all of the right places, if you want to be sculpted by the gym gods, you need this outfit, okay? We have the pump leggings with the shape jacket, snatching you, plumping you, like, they nailed it. They hit all the boxes. They checked off all the boxes, okay? This is so cute. I love me a little nice tight jacket like this to chuck on. It also makes me feel like a hot kind of soccer mom. I'm getting into my Porsche Cayenne. I'm running errands. I'm going to the gym in between. Like, you see the vision? So this is the shape jacket, features body shaping textures that accentuate your natural hourglass figure. Mesh under the arms allow for ventilation. I didn't even realize that was in here. Oh, I see. Okay, mesh under the arms allows for ventilation. See mesh there. So we have a high hip length. Here's like my hip bone, and it's coming right to the top of that. I'm obsessed with this little V detail. It's all in the little lines that you draw because it really helps with like sculpting the body. So that's so flattering. I absolutely love that. We have all of this ribbing and different lines here as well to like bring in your waist. I love that they do this. They did this with the previous jacket that they launched. I think it was called the Balance Jacket in the Aura collection, where when this is flipped up, it will just automatically zip back down. But when you zip it up and then lock the zipper down, it'll lock it so that it won't fall down at all. I love that they do that. And then the branding is nice and simple on the left chest. Love that. I just think this is so flattering. It still is, honestly feels very stretchy. I want to say like this material, it's similar to the leggings, but it feels a little bit more flexible and it's not as thick. It's still compressive and like sculpts you, but not at like, I just feel like there's a little bit more give in the jacket than in the leggings. I did go up to a medium, but that's very normal for me in jackets. And like I said earlier, when stuff goes around my back, I size up. So the medium, I would say, is my true size in this sort of stuff, and it fits me perfectly. I love it. I think this jacket is absolutely gorgeous. It's so chic. It's so fresh. I love it. The arm length is also perfect. Like, oh my God. I'm like, should I have gotten another color? Like, this is phenomenal. This is really nice. For the colors, we have acai berry, black, emerald green, palace blue, Sahara, and white. This is like giving a 10 out of 10. This is making me feel rich, chic, important, badass, superwoman. People, I told you it gets better, didn't I? Okay, we have the push tanks relaunching, okay, restocking in some new colors. So this is the color Espresso, which is this beautiful, deep, chocolate brown, okay, which everyone please hold. I'm just realizing how cute Sahara is with Espresso. Are you kidding me? This with this, or like the jacket with this, or the push tank with the Sahara leggings, like this combo, I don't even know why I didn't even think about this, but this tee with these leggings is absolutely to die for. So here's a little color mix and match inspo. Circling back to the push tank, we already did launch these in a previous launch, but it was such a crowd favorite that we're bringing them back in some new colorways. So if you guys are familiar with their glass tank, it's still that same material. It still like snatches you and like kind of sucks you in, but it has a built-in bra. I love tops like this, that it's a bra and top all in one. It's just so much more convenient. So there is a shelf bra. It's not padded, but there's just a little shelf bra here. And the fabric is like thick enough, especially with the shelf bra. And then this material on top of it that you don't need to wear a bra at all. It also has adjustable straps, and then the back has this really beautiful like deep U, which is very flattering. And then we have the new A logo here in the middle in silicone. I just think this top is such a staple. It's super easy to chuck on. It's so flattering. I love the length as well. It's another high hip length top. It comes right here to the top of my hip, and it just makes your waist look so snatched and flattering. I have this in black, and whenever I'm feeling a little bit like, I don't know, I put this on and I'm like, girl, I'm snatched. What you worried about? So this is super flattering and such a safe option to have in your closet. I am wearing a medium here. I got a small in the last launch, and I definitely prefer the medium. Not only was a small, obviously like smaller around the rib cage, it felt tighter. I didn't have as much breathing room, but I also noticed it in the width of the chest area. I found it to be a lot more narrow, especially being able to compare it to the medium now. This is definitely more proportional for like my wider shoulders. I felt like before in the small, I kind of was having some spillage in side boob, but this is definitely a little bit wider, so it fits my shoulders and like broad shoulders a little bit better. But this is super cute. I love it, and it pairs very well with the leggings. It kind of makes you look like you're wearing a little bit of like a one-piece situation, which I always love if you guys know me. So it's definitely recommended to size up if you're in between sizes, especially if you have a larger chest or broader shoulders like I do. And this comes in acai berry, emerald green, Sahara, espresso, and that's it, just those 4 colors. I would definitely wear this for low impact exercise like walks, upper body workouts, Pilates, that kind of situation. And then of course here are the pump leggings in espresso, which is absolutely so cute and to die for. No, for this one I need to give the design team a kiss. Okay, are you kidding me? You haven't even seen the best part yet. We're gonna unpack it, okay? First of all, I love a bodysuit. I love a one-piece anything. Give me a dress, give me a romper, and then if you turn that into an activewear edition version, sign me up, okay? This is so cute. I feel like this is, this is definitely my first Alphalete romper I've ever tried. This for the summer, it's perfect. I'm obsessed with this. This is in their Tenacity fabric, which has this very like velvety, soft material is how I always like to describe it. This just checks off all the boxes, okay? I introduced to you the Lina bodysuit. If you guys remember, if that sounds familiar, last launch, they launched a Lina bra, which I loved. It was one of my favorites from the whole entire drop. And they turned it into a bodysuit. Like I'm telling you, you guys understand this has my name written all over it. They hit all the boxes again. So this is a 5.5 inch inseam. There's no front seam. Of course, we have this beautiful little subtle like waist contour seam right here that I think is very flattering. We have their subtle branding right here, the Alphalete A. There is also a built-in bra with like a little seam right here just to give you a little bit more support. We have this beautiful sweetheart neckline that I love. And then the back really is the star of the show. It's just like the Lina sports bra that we all know and love. It's adjustable here so that we can move these if we want them more so in like a straight line of one another, or we can move them so it comes into a V, which is my personal favorite. And a little detail that I think that they crushed is allowing this to come into a V back here. I feel like it is just so flattering, and it really beautifully complements the A-line that's formed up here because of the way the straps are. It kind of slightly lifts this up, which I always think is so flattering on your back. And then of course now when you add this V to complement it, I just think it is absolutely so beautiful. They did such a good job. There's also a little subtle hidden butt scrunch as well back here to shape the glutes. This is just such a beautiful, buttery, velvety, soft material that is so comfortable. I'm just so obsessed with it. For sizing, I really would stick true to size. If anything, I feel like I would say to size down. It's a lot roomier than I thought, or maybe it's just because now I was getting used to the pump compression. This just definitely isn't as compressive as that pump collection. It's a little bit, like it's tighter and more compressive than Aura, I want to say, but not as much as like Amplify and then Pump. So again, I would definitely stick true to size, but if you're in between, I would maybe size down, just because there is so much stretch and like give with this fabric. I just think this is beautiful. The color is absolutely beautiful. This is in the color. Okay, I did not know this is how you pronounce it, but it's pronounced Cerulean, apparently according to ChatGPT. But this color is this beautiful, really vibrant, bright electric blue. I love this. I know this is gonna be a staple for me this summer, and you best believe I got it literally in 3 colors. So I got it in this color, and then I also got it in that beautiful purple ultraviolet, and then black, and then it also comes in neon coral and silver. I would definitely recommend this for like mid to low impact activities for the most part. I mean, you could run in it, but like I wouldn't really be my first choice, especially for the chest. If you have any sort of anything up here, you wouldn't want to run in it. So yeah, I would definitely say mid to low impact activities, but this is so cute. Next I have on the pump shorts again, but this is in the beautiful ultraviolet color that I love. It's such a beautiful purple. And then this is the Lina bra, which again, we already launched this in a previous launch, but now it's coming again and new colors. Everything about this is the same exact as like kind of the top portion of the Lina bodysuit. So we have the same beautiful back detailing where these straps are adjustable. It slightly comes up in a little V here, just the way that the straps form, which I think is super flattering. I love this bra. We have very subtle branding. Here it is, I think. Yes, under the left chest right here with a sweetheart neckline. Again, still this velvety, soft tenacity fabric that I love. A new development though has happened since the first time I talked about this bra, because again, of course, I've already gone over it because it's dropped before. The more that I wore it, I realized I really was getting under boob, specifically when I would wear it for upper body day. Like if I were to lift my arms up, I definitely was really spilling out of the bottom, so I couldn't really wear it for upper body day. So I decided to size up to a medium. I got a small before, and it definitely gave me more fabric here. Like this just has more width. So now when I lift my arms up, like it's not perfect, but it's honestly 10 times better than what it was in the small. So that's something to keep in mind. I felt like the small still fit me fine around my rib cage because it still is like a stretchy, forgiving fabric, but that is just something to know. If you don't want to worry about that and you want a little bit more coverage up front, I would recommend sizing up. Other than that, it definitely is still a very true to size bra. So this comes in, okay, I think it's pronounced Cerulean. That is so hard for me. Okay, it comes in that blue, neon coral, silver, and ultraviolet, which I'm wearing right now. She's just gorgeous. I still love this bra. Super, super comfortable. Paired with the pump shorts, just looking like $1,000,000. And then last but not least, we have 2 dip back bottoms, which the dip back leggings already launched in their February birthday sale launch. So if you want kind of a recap on that, go to my birthday sale video. They are launching new dip back leggings, but now they're also launching it in a short version. So basically the main detailing here on these bottoms is that it comes in a little V, hence the name dip back, which I think is so flattering. It really accentuates your low back, brings it in while like accentuating your glutes somehow. I just think it looks so good. So I think it's a super cute little detail. There also still is a little hidden glute scrunch as always. These do have a 5-inch inseam, but I did size up in these ones. I am wearing a medium, so here's like the waistband, but then here's my belly button. I did have a small in the leggings, and I did find it to be a little bit more of like a true mid-rise. I think because I went up a size, the waistband is obviously coming up a little bit. I went up a size just because tenacity is, especially these ones, I tend to run a little bit smaller. So if you're in between sizes, I definitely would recommend sizing up. I'm such a true like in between a small and a medium that it sucks sometimes. It's either like if I want to deal with it being a little bit tighter or if I want to deal with it being a little bit looser. But I am happy that I sized up in these. I feel like when you go up a size, it's kind of giving more so Aura, where it still has that like buttery, soft, velvety feel with not as much compression when you size up. If you like that tighter fit, stick to your true size for sure. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I just feel like these are super underrated. There is no front seam. They're very like kind of plain otherwise, but they're very, very flattering, this V in the back. And even me, when I first opened the leggings back in February, I was like, these are like cute, but like I could live without them. I honestly think that they're super fun and very cute. So the shorts come in black, cerulean, neon coral, silver, and ultraviolet. And then the leggings come in cerulean, silver, and ultraviolet. Also, I don't have the matching top. I don't know if I already said that, so like bear with me on the mix and match here. But these are super, super comfortable, honestly, especially with sizing up. I didn't get a pair of the leggings, but again, if you want to see them, go back to my February video. They literally are the exact same as the shorts. They just go all the way down the leg. Okay, so that is everything. I think I showed you, yeah, I showed you every single item that's launching. I didn't have every color. I didn't get the neon coral or the emerald green or the palace blue, and then I did get a black, but not white. white. Of course, I have heard the white is sheer as expected. That's also something to know. Oh, I also didn't try the silver. But that's everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and comment down below because it directly supports me, this channel, and my relationship with Alphalete. Also, you guys can use code LIVEFIT again to save 10% off of your order and any order when you're purchasing from Alphalete. That's LIVFIIT. I'm sending you guys so much love. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much to Alphalete for having me and having me on the team. I'm so grateful to be here. I'm sending you guys so much love, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Peace out.